We've all experienced that stomach-dropping moment when a harsh comment hits our inbox. I've spent 2 decades as a content creator, but we've all been there. Typing that furious response, finger hovering over post, too hurt to care about the consequences. What if there was a emotional buffer between the raw reactions and what your audience actually sees? If negative comments are draining your creative energy or making you dread opening YouTube or other platforms, you're in exactly the right place. I'll show you how I am transforming comment rage into professional responses that preserve both my sanity and my brand's reputation. And yeah, local AI is kinda at the heart of it. Here's something most creators don't discuss openly. Negative comments can derail your creative process in measurable ways. After paying attention to my productivity patterns for 6 months, I discovered something troubling. A single harsh comment could disrupt my creative output for up to a week. Let me show you some examples from my own channel. Here's one. How can you not mention how much worse OpenAI and Claude are for censorship? Or another, maybe stick to coding instead of trying to teach. Your explanation makes no sense. Others were so vicious they violate platform guidelines and got removed. Before reading those comments, I might be feeling creative and productive. Afterwards, my mind races with defensive thoughts and my motivation plummets like a stone dropped in water. Some folks watching this will jump to the suggestion to just develop thicker skin. Or it's the price to pay for all the cash creators are paid. I'm looking forward to that mythical payday. But that guidance misses something fundamental about creative work. The emotional sensitivity that makes us vulnerable to criticism is often the same sensitivity that enables us to connect with our audience in the first place. But what if you could have a trusted friend look over your shoulder before you hit send on that sometimes justifiably angry response? That's essentially what Kerlig does. It's an in-context AI writing assistant that seamlessly integrates with virtually any application on Mac OS. Yes, this is a Mac-only tool. And yes, it is a commercial tool. But the costs involved are so minimal if you're doing anything around a personal or professional brand. No, this is not a sponsored video. I haven't spoken to the devs about this video as I was making it. In fact, I haven't spoken to them in a year. That's when Jarek reached out and offered me a free copy. I was excited to try it out and then promptly forgot all about it for an entire year. I don't know what made me look at it again, but I'm glad I did. While Kerlig is currently macOS only, I'll share tips for other platforms soon. Unlike traditional approaches where you're either responding raw or avoiding engagement entirely, Kerlig creates a middle path that preserves both your sanity and audience connection. Setting up Kerlig is straightforward. Download from their website and install, then grant necessary accessibility permissions so it works across applications, then connect to your preferred model like OpenAI's GPT-4o or Claude or Gemini, or local models via Ollama. Set up the activation shortcut. I use Hyper-N via my remapped caps lock key. When you encounter a triggering comment, simply select the text, hit your shortcut, and write your response. Press Command-P to cycle through the presets, and Tab to set the model. Kerlig analyzes both the original comment and your draft, understanding the emotional tone and suggesting modifications that keep your authentic voice while removing potentially damaging reactivity. To customize, just come up with a prompt that describes the voice you want to use, whether that's slightly sarcastic but professional or strictly informative. Kerlig adapts to these preferences over time, functioning as an extension of your communication rather than replacing it. What makes Kerlig powerful is how it creates that strategic pause between emotional reaction and public response. When someone leaves technical criticism on your tutorial, you can respond professionally while addressing their specific questions. Even with critical feedback, your responses remain clear and helpful. You might think, I can already copy text into another AI tool and paste the response back. But that extra overhead means you probably won't do it consistently. The minimal cost of Kerlig is worth it for the time and mental health benefits it provides. As someone who's managed YouTube channels with millions of views, I've seen and felt the full spectrum of comment-induced emotions. Let's look at two types of challenging comments you'll face as a creator. There's technical criticism when viewers question your expertise, and personal attacks when they target you rather than your content. For each example, I'll show you my genuine first reaction and how Kerlig transforms it. Here's a comment criticizing a tutorial I posted. This tutorial is completely wrong. Anyone who knows anything about coding wouldn't make these mistakes. My instinctive draft would be, maybe if you actually watched the full video, you'd see I addressed these edge cases 8 minutes in. But thanks for the drive-by criticism. When I hit my keyboard shortcut and typed that response, Kerlig would have analyzed both the comment and my draft. It would have detected the technical criticism and my defensive tone, and then transform it to, thanks for your feedback. I covered those specific edge cases at 8 minutes and 23 seconds in the video. If you notice something specific that needs correction, I'd love to hear details so I can improve future tutorials. When technical criticism requires facts and clarity, personal attacks demand a different approach. Let's see how Kerlig handles this comment. Your voice is annoying and you talk too slow. Waste of 10 minutes. My unfiltered reaction, sorry my free educational content isn't delivered at your preferred speed. There's this amazing invention called the playback speed button. Maybe try that before complaining. Kerlig transforms this into, I appreciate you taking the time to watch. The playback speed option might be helpful if pacing is an issue for you. I am always working on improving my delivery style. Any specific parts of the content you found valuable despite the pacing? Kerlig maintains my suggestion about playback speed, but reframes it constructively while preserving my voice. With a simple keyboard shortcut, I can transform responses across YouTube or Discord or anywhere else I engage with my audience. So we've seen how Kerlig transforms frustrating comments into opportunities for meaningful engagement. But the bigger picture here is about protecting your creative energy. I've learned that tools are just one part of the solution. Establishing clear digital boundaries is crucial for your long-term satisfaction as a creator. Kerlig isn't just a response formatter, it's a digital guardian, creating that strategic pause between feeling and responding. Remember to choose which comments deserve your energy. Sometimes no response is the most powerful option. If Kerlig isn't for you because of the platform support or any other reason, writing your own prompt reminder can still help you respond thoughtfully. Print it out, tape it to your monitor. Review it as you start responding. Don't respond from your phone. Always do it from your desktop. I actually almost got fired from Datadog from a Slack comment I wrote on my phone. And for every comment, there are 1,000 or more viewers who probably liked the video a lot. People in general are far more likely to say something nasty in the comments than something positive. We see that in restaurant reviews and everything else online. It's easy to say, but establishing a personal response with your nastiest commenters often turns them into some of the biggest fans when they realize you really are a human who cared about their comment. If you found value in this approach to preserving your creative well-being, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical AI tools. I'd love to hear which strategies you're implementing to protect your creative energy while maintaining authentic connections. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.